Hi, sixth graders. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, September 25th, and we are finishing up our third week of sixth grade social studies. Today we are going to continue working on some of the ideas of totals, so those different important parts of a map. You're going to get some practice with that, and then you're also going to get some practice just reading a general map. Okay, so the update today said we will continue to talk about totals and practice reading a map. Remember, we have a few assignments that should be turned in by today. And the two that you're really going to want to focus on are the My Minnesota and interviews. That's where we picked the 6 pictures and put them in the correct location on Minnesota. And then the primary and secondary sources. That's what we did Wednesday when everyone was learning from home. Some of you watched my Zoom. Some of you participated in the live Zoom, and some of you watched the video. So at home learners only, please watch my entire video, and we're going to talk about that in just a second, in today's folder for the lesson instructions. That's what you're watching right now. And then comment on the update what your favorite pizza topping is. That's going to be how we take attendance today. Okay? Remember, that's not the only thing you need to do, but that is how I mark if you're here or not. Okay, so before we talk about today's assignment, I want to talk about a few different things. And the first thing is these are everything in our grade book right now. Okay, these two, the 9/11 discussion and name take picture, were like the first week of school. And then My Minnesota and interviews and primary sources are the ones I just talked about. Those are due today. Those are due today on Friday. Okay, I would say I have maybe 25 to 30% of those turned in. Okay, so if you don't have these turned in yet, hopefully they're done or almost done, because most of us got this one done. If you are a green kid, most of you got this one done at school, and then hopefully you all got this one done while you were working from home on Wednesday. Okay, if you have any questions on either of those, of course you can send me an email. Or we can set up a Zoom time during my prep, which is from like 2 to 3:30. But still send me an email and say, hey, can we meet this afternoon if you have lots of questions, okay? Sixth graders, one of the things I do want to point out, and it's these videos, okay? So I sometimes make these videos nice and short, 5-6 minutes if I'm giving quick instructions. My video yesterday was a little bit longer because I was actually doing a lesson as well. And sixth graders, when I upload the videos to YouTube, it gives me this really nice feature of showing how long the video has been viewed for, the average length that that the viewers view it. Okay. So last Thursday when you guys were working from home or learning from home, my video was only 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay, but the average view time was 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay, on Friday of last week, my entire video was 12 minutes, and the average view time was just under 5 minutes. So that means out of that whole 12-minute video, the average watch time was about 5 minutes, so not even half of the video. And then yesterday, the 24-minute video, which I know was very long, but considering our class period is 55 minutes long, 24 minutes isn't even half of that, right? Almost, but not. And the average watch time was 5 minutes and 35 minutes. Okay, sixth graders, that's incredibly concerning to me. Now, admittedly, if your gold peers sign in and watch the video just for a split second, that's counted against the average, right? So that might pull the average down a little bit, but that doesn't account for this much of a difference between what it's supposed to be viewed and what it's actually be viewing. So sixth graders, right now this video is at 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay, I'm probably going to talk for maybe another 4 minutes. So I'm assuming this video is going to be under 10 minutes long. Again, our class period is 55 minutes. So if you listen to a 10-minute video, that's really not a large chunk of time, okay? I know doing school at home is difficult. I know many of us just want to get through it so we can get outside with this nice weather or get to the games we want to play. But I do videos instead of a live Zoom for a couple of reasons. Sometimes we can't follow that schedule perfectly because a parent or an adult needs us to do something. Sometimes when I'm giving instructions, it's really nice to be able to pause. Maybe not so much today, but I'm thinking about yesterday when we were filling those notes out. I think it's really nice that you guys have the ability to just pause the video and get caught up and do what you need to do. But it's only going to work is if you're actually watching the video. So please make sure you're taking time to watch the entire video for me, okay? I promise you what I'm recording is going to be helpful for you, okay? So now let's talk about what you need to do the rest of the day today. You do need to make sure you get this primary and secondary sources turned in, okay? And remember, you can click into the week and click and find that assignment to see if you've turned it in. You do need to turn in that My Minnesota and Interviews worksheet, okay? What you're going to complete today is a worksheet on totals and reading a map, okay? When it loads, I get to show you. We have this beautiful map as it's loading. And you're going to answer some questions. Some of it is regarding totals, and some of it is just basic map reading skills, okay? So what is the title of this map? You're going to find the title and write it down. It asks you to circle the orientation, asks you who the author is, the legend, the scale, and the source. So I had you do 6 out of the 7 totals because the date is really hard to see. On your electronic version, I think you probably could have zoomed in and found it, but I just deleted that one, okay? Then you're gonna read this map. So it's one major city, then you find the population. The population isn't gonna be exact, but you're gonna use these ranges to find that population. What's the capital? How can you tell? Which location in Minnesota has the lowest elevation? Which interstate is near the southern border? And name 3 rivers that help form the borders of Minnesota. Okay, and all of that information can be found here or within here. Okay, and then finally, kind of a similar map. You'll notice we're going to be working more and more with those Minnesota maps, just because our end goal, remember, is to be able to make our own map of Minnesota. So this is just going to ask some of the same questions, okay? When you get done with this, you're also going to turn this one in, and then there will be an assignment submission right here, okay? As always, 6th graders, if you have any questions, you certainly can send me an email. Like I said, this afternoon during my prep, if you are available after like 2, usually from like 2 to 3, I'm available for Zooming. Still send me an email and ask to set something up, but I'm more than willing to connect with you and make sure that you have everything done and ready. I do also have a link to a totals quizzes. If you want to spend some time really kind of figuring out and reaffirming the fact that you know those different parts of totals. All right, 6th graders, have a happy Friday, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday.